Hello, this is Earth Roamer, and this is my experience of being quarantined for the coronavirus after coming back from Italy at the JFK airport in New York. Well, in the leading days up to this, everybody that was traveling in Europe at the hostels were definitely getting a little worried about their travels being ruined. And everyone that I'm in touch with now has had their travels ruined, and people that are still there are pretty out of luck at this point. But I luckily bought a plane ticket and flew back to America the day the travel ban was put in order. So I arrived at the JFK airport in New York, and since I was on an international flight, I went to the visa services where everybody was covered in their oxygen masks and gloves, and hand sanitizer was being thrown everywhere. It was chaos. But I walked up there, and the guy flipped through my visa stamps, and he looked at me and he was like, "Have you been to Italy since February?" And I was like, "Yes, I have." So he turned around and looked at a police officer back in the corner, and he pointed at me as if to say, "This one has fucking coronavirus, this piece of shit." So this cop comes up to me and he says, "I'm afraid you're have to kind of come with me, sir." And I was like, all right, I guess. So we went down this long hallway somewhere in the airport, and we went to this room that appeared to be an interrogation room for criminals. Now it's a room for coronavirus. So they put me in this room, put me in there, left me in there alone for about an hour. Eventually some cops came and what appeared to be some sort of doctor, and they began testing me, running their sick experiments. They tested my temperature and checked out my body, but I wasn't quite cleared for coronavirus. Then began many questions about what I saw in Italy. I was strangely asked about terrorist activity in Italy, as if terrorists had unloaded the coronavirus in Italy. That led to them asking if I had felt sick at all in the last month. And then that led to asking if anyone had admitted they had coronavirus that I was around. I said no to all these questions, but it wasn't enough for them. They began to study me as if I was some sort of experiment. They looked me all over my body, and continued to ask some more questions. Hours went by, and it was very clear that I did not have coronavirus. But eventually, I was able to leave, and I was able to get back home. Fortunately now, I'm back home, and I know for a fact after several days that I am not a victim of coronavirus. But very surprisingly, many people around here, I'm in Tennessee right now, have it in Tennessee, including someone's dad that I know, someone I went to high school's dad, which is very strange. Must be very unfortunate for people to obtain this virus out here in the middle of nowhere, and then someone else is navigating several countries and they don't catch it. Some unlucky people out there, and that is not me communicating my superiority. It's just true. It's crazy. I don't even understand how someone would get it out here, but there's just nobody really outside or anything because of it. I mean, I was trying to figure out if Tennessee was always this quiet, but I feel like it's more quiet than ever because of coronavirus. Stay safe, wash your hands, jerk your dick.